My name is Heather. I am 25 years old. I live in a small town in Chicago. When I was young, I wanted a happy life. I wanted to get married. I wanted 1 or 2 children. I wanted a house and a good man. I thought love was easy. But I was wrong. I met Harry when I was 22. He was 24. We met at a friend's party. He asked for my phone number, and I gave it to him. The next day, he sent me a message. He asked, "Do you want to meet for coffee?" I said, "Yes." We met in town and talked for a long time. I liked him. After that, we saw each other many times. He made me laugh. He gave me flowers. He called me every night. After 6 months, I told him, "I love you." He said, "I love you too." I believed him. We were together for 1 year. I worked at a gift shop. Harry worked at a car repair shop. We didn't have much money, but I was happy. Then something changed. One day, I felt sick. I thought I had a cold, but the next day I felt sick again. My best friend Anna said, "Maybe you are pregnant." I said, "No, I don't think so." But I was not sure. I bought a test. I waited. The test showed I was pregnant. I was shocked. That night, I went to Harry's apartment. I looked at him and said, "I have news." He asked, "What is it?" I said, "I am going to have a baby." He was quiet. He looked at the floor. Then he said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, I did a test. I am sure." He said, "This is not a good time. I am not ready to be a father." My heart broke. I said, "But we love each other." He said nothing. He just said, "I need time to think." That night, he did not kiss me. I could not sleep. In the morning, he left early. He said, "See you later." But I knew something was wrong. After that, he stopped calling me. He stopped answering my messages. He didn't want to see me. One day, I went to his apartment. I knocked on the door. He did not open it. I sent him one last message. He replied, "I can't do this. I'm sorry." That was the last time I heard from Harry. I sat on my bed and cried. I cried for hours. I could not believe it. I was pregnant and alone. I told my mother and father. My mother cried with me. My father said, "We are here for you, Heather." I moved back to my parents' house. Every day I felt more tired. My stomach grew bigger. I went to the doctor. I saw my baby on the screen. I heard her heartbeat. I worked at the gift shop until the baby was born. One night, I had strong pain. My mother took me to the hospital. The nurse said, "You are going to have the baby tonight." I was scared. I held my mother's hand. After a few hours, I heard a small cry. The nurse said, "It's a girl." They gave her to me. She was beautiful. I said, "Hello, baby. I am your mother." I named her Sandra. Sandra cried a lot. I was very tired. I did not sleep much. I changed her diapers. I fed her. I held her when she cried. Sometimes I sat on the bed and cried, too. Harry never came. He never called. He did not ask about Sandra. One day, I saw him in the park. He looked at me and said nothing. I wanted to shout. I wanted to ask, "How can you leave your baby?" But I said nothing. When Sandra was 5 months old, I went back to work. My mother watched her when I was working. I missed Sandra, but I needed the money. When I got home, I was tired. My back hurt, but my daughter needed me. I cooked dinner. I cleaned the house. I fed Sandra. I put her to sleep. I never stopped. Every day was busy. Sandra grew fast. My mother helped me a lot. She held Sandra when I took a shower. She made dinner when I was tired. My father did not talk much, but he played with Sandra. I was thankful for my parents. Sometimes I saw Harry in town, but he never said hello. Money was a big problem. My job at the gift shop did not pay much. I bought only what we needed: baby food, diapers, and clothes. I did not buy clothes for myself. I wore old shirts. I did not care about how I looked. I only cared about Sandra. When Sandra was sick, I stayed home. My boss was not happy. He said, "You can't miss so many days." I said, "My baby needs me." He said, "Be careful. You need this job." I felt scared. I did not want to lose my job. I needed it for Sandra. Time went by. Sandra turned 2. One Sunday, I took Sandra to the park. She ran on the grass. Then I saw Harry again. He was with another woman. They held hands. I looked away. I did not want Sandra to see him. She did not know him. He was her father, but he was not in her life. A few days later, I got a letter from the housing office. They said I could get a small apartment. I was happy. I packed our things. My father drove us to the new apartment. It had one bedroom and a small kitchen. In the new apartment, life was hard. I worked. I took care of Sandra. I paid rent. I cooked simple meals. Some nights I felt lonely. I missed talking to someone. But I never missed Harry. I did not want someone who left. I wanted peace. I wanted love that stayed. Sandra was now 4 years old. She asked many questions. One day, she looked at me and said, "Mom, do I have a dad?" I froze. I said, "Why do you ask?" She said, "At school, my friend said her dad picks her up. Do I have a dad, too?" I said, "Yes, you have a dad, but he does not live with us." She asked, "Why not?" I said, "He made a choice. He did not want to stay." She looked at me and said, "But I have you." I smiled and kissed her head. "Yes," I said. "You have me, and I will never leave." I thought about everything: the tears, the nights alone, the fear. Then I looked at Sandra's smile. Yes, I thought. She is happy. And I did it all alone. You can face many hard times, but as long as you have love, you will always find strength. Being there for your child makes everything worth it. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.